Family Group Decision Making by Takira Ling. Today we'll be learning about family group decision making, where we will go through the history of family group decision making, what is family group decision making, their goals, philosophies, and core elements, treatment, a short video demonstration of the treatment, assessment of the program, where family group decision making is being implemented, and opinions on family group decision making from a professional. Family group decision making was originated in New Zealand in 1989 within the Children, Young Persons, and Their Families Act. Since this time, family group decision making has spread to other parts of the world in child welfare systems in Europe, Australia, Canada, and the United States, where they are increasingly including family group decision making in their child protection practices. However, in the United States, family group decision making has not achieved the level of use and practice that might be expected given its correspondence with social work values and the attraction of working with families in a strengths-based manner. In 1996, American Humane conducted a survey of communities in the United States currently engaged in the implementation of family group decision making and uncovered approximately 6 communities engaged in this work. In 1999, American Humane established the National Center on Family Group Decision Making with the mission to build community capacity to implement high-quality, effective family group decision-making processes that are congruent with the central values and beliefs of this approach. In 2005, American Humane has provided training and technical assistance for more than 35 states and the District of Columbia. Family group decision making is a plan for the care and protection of the children developed through a meeting of the child's extended family. Family group decision making has goals, and these goals are recognition and respect for families, their communities, and their cultures, increased support, including mobilizing extended family and community resources, increased family, community, and agency collaboration in child welfare decision-making and service provision, the inclusion of children in the process, and empowerment of families to form their own plans to protect their children. Family group decision-making also has some philosophies. They are: families have a responsibility to provide for the care and protection of their children. Families have the most complete information about themselves to make decisions. Children have the right to safety, knowledge of their heritage, and a voice in the decisions. Child safety plans are most effective when developed out of the strengths of their culture and community. And long-term protection and welfare of children are best served through collaboration between families, communities, and agency supports. The core elements of family group decision-making are critical to supporting the practice in family group decision-making. These 6 core elements are: 1. An independent coordinator is responsible for convening the family group meeting with agency personnel. When a critical decision about a child is required, dialogue occurs between the family group and the responsible child protection agency personnel. By providing an independent coordinator who is charged with creating an environment in which transparent, honest, and respectful dialogue occurs between agency personnel and family groups, signifies the agency's commitment to empowering and non-oppressive practice. 2. The Child Protection Agency personnel recognizes the family group as their key decision-making partner, and time and resources are available to convene this group. By providing the time and resources to seek out family group members and prepare them for their role in the decision-making process, signifies this agency's acceptance of the importance of family groups in formulating safety and care plans. 3. Family groups have the opportunity to meet on their own without the statutory authorities and other non-family members present, to work through the information they have been given to formulate their responses and plans. By providing family groups with time to meet on their own enables them to apply their knowledge and expertise in a familiar setting and to do so in ways that are consistent with their ethnic and cultural decision-making practices. By acknowledging the importance of this time and taking active steps to encourage families plan in this way signifies an agency's acceptance of its own limitations as well as its commitment to ensuring that best possible decisions and plans are made. 4. When an agency concerns are adequately addressed, preference is given to a family group's plan over any other possible plan. In accepting the family's group lead, an agency signifies its confidence in and its commitment to partnering and supporting family groups in caring for and protecting their children and to building the family group's capacity to do so. 5. Follow-up processes after the family group decision-making meeting occurs until the intended outcomes are achieved to ensure that the plan continues to be relevant, current, and achievable. Because family group decision-making is not a one-time event, but an ongoing process, follow-up efforts include, but are not limited to, ongoing family group-driven follow-up meetings that are scheduled to accommodate the family group's needs and availability. Focus on progress, achievement, unresolved issues or concerns, new information, and additional resources resulting in the plan being updated and revised as needed. And frequent proactive communication between system and family groups representatives to support the successful implementation of the plan. And 6. Referring agencies support family groups by providing the services and resources necessary to implement the agreed upon plans. In assisting family groups in implementing their plans, agencies uphold the family group's responsibility for the care and protection of their children and contribute by aligning the agency and community resources to support their family group's efforts. The problem being addressed in family group decision making is that families are not on the same page when it comes to the well-being of their children. There's a communication barrier.
I didn't quite get that.
There's a communication barrier when it comes to well-being of their children, the family members, and service providers. Social work is concerned because of the child's safety, well-being, and the best interest of the child, which also will include the family support. Society is concerned because these children will be separated from their friends, families, and the communities they grew up in. Family group decision-making involves families, relatives, and other extended family members as a whole in the decision-making process for children that need care and protection. They converse about what's in the best interest of the child, the strengths in the family system, and changes to keep that child safe. The family then goes through a treatment which consists of 4 phases: referral, preparation and planning, the conference, and follow-up. The first one, referral, the family is referred to a meeting coordinator, and this coordinator then determines whether a meeting will be held. 2, preparation and planning. A coordinator invites participants and communicates the roles to them, and then the coordinator works with the family to resolve any conflict. 3, the conference. A facilitator leads the discussion of the purpose and the process of the meeting, legally mandated child safety standards, and family concerns, which can include cultural traditions. Next, professionals then communicate relevant case facts and information on resources while participants ask various questions. Then, family plans are formulated. The family can come up with these plans in private or in conjunction with agency and community members. Finally, the family plan must be finalized and all parties must agree on said family plan. The facilitator works to ensure that the concerns for child safety and adequate services are provided. And 4, follow-up of planning and events. Copies of the finalized family plan are distributed to all participants. The plan is then monitored, including contacts with professionals and families and additional meetings if needed. Failure to comply with this plan may result in a referral to court. Now you will watch a short video about the family group decision-making process from a child's perspective. Is this program valuable or effective in the prevention of
and I'm 12. My mom and dad are divorced. They argue over everything, and especially about me. Dad has got a new family now, and never has time for me. Not even to take me to football practice. And I have to sleep on the couch because I don't have my own room. So Mom is very mad at Dad, and they always fight when they meet up. Even though I like it best at Mom's place, I have to stay at Dad's when she is ill. Her sickness makes her mood go very up and down, and sometimes she even has to go to hospital. It's not fun to be late all the time. Even though my teacher is nice. Because my stomach hurts all the time, I forget things. And sometimes even my homework. Eventually, my school contacted the child services. Anita from the Child Welfare Services was going to be looking after my case, and she suggested that me and my family hold a family group conference. Family group conference means that me and my family and other grown-ups I know well will meet up. Then everyone talks about how they can help me. The nice thing is that I'm allowed to decide what we should talk about. These are the questions that me, Mom, and Anita agreed upon. 1. How can it be better for me at school? 2. Who can take me to football? 3. How can it be nicer for me at Dad's? 4. How can it be nicer for me at Mom's? The only thing missing was a question about how I can get to spend more time with Coco. Anita thought that was a good question. Gunnar, who is our coordinator, will help me ask everyone if they want to come to the meeting. I think it's good that I get to say in who can come to my family group conference. This is what we decided. Dad, well, 'cause he's Dad. Gunnar thinks that Jorunn, Dad's new girlfriend, should come. Jonas, Arvid, and Maya are not allowed to come. They are Jorunn's children, and this is my family group conference, so now I want to have Dad for myself. Uncle Truls, he doesn't like Mom much, but I know he likes me, so he can come. Helga is Truls' daughter. She has given me lots of her old clothes, and she is 17. She can come. My grandmother lives abroad, so she can't come. But Nana can. I chose Mona, Mom's friend, to be my support person, 'cause she knows me really well. She will help me before and during the family group conference. My teacher is also coming, so he can explain how things are for me at school. And of course, Coco. Even though she can't talk, she will be there as my best friend. I am a bit nervous about the family group conference. What if everyone argues and no one wants to come? I had butterflies in my stomach the day of the family group conference. It was strange to sit there, but it was nice that so many turned up.
Welcome everyone. I'm glad to see that so many people could make it to Mina's family group conference.
My teacher and the child services explained what they thought would be best for me. Then the family group conference began, and no one argued. Uncle Truls wrote down what we decided. This is what we agreed upon. I can walk to school on my own, but if I need some help, Nana will come and take me to school. Helga will visit me once a week and help me with my homework. Daddy or Uncle Truls will take me to football practice. Jorunn said that I can visit her and Dad and Coco whenever I feel like it, even if it wasn't planned. Dad will build me my own room so I don't have to share anymore. If Mom is ill or has to go to hospital, I will stay with Dad. Mom will let Dad know if she is ill. And best of all, Coco will come and stay with me and Mom during the weekends. Mom and Dad agrees and they have both said yes. I only have to make sure Coco gets her walk in the morning and in the evening. We are going to have another family group conference soon. And before that, there will be meetings with the child welfare services. I can go along if I want to. The family group conference was actually quite nice. Coco thought so too. Things are much better at school now that Mom and Dad don't have so much to argue about. And I can be with Coco as much as I want. I actually look forward to the next family group conference, and so does Coco.
In my research, I found a project called the Family Group Decision Making Project. This project was founded on the belief that the conference would break the conspiracy of silence around the abuse and widen the circle of those committed in stopping the violence against any family member. By tapping into the strengths of families and their communities, family group decision making brings together the family in which friends and other significant supports to develop a plan to stop the maltreatment and abuse. The project showed that children suffered less abuse and neglect and that parents were providing better care. Family group decision making has been implemented in 35 states and over 150 communities across the country. Unfortunately, during my research, there is nothing stating anything recent about where this program is being implemented now. We can determine if this program is a prevention or a treatment by looking at the facts. Studies show this program as more of a treatment option, but in reality, it can be good for prevention and treatment. It could treat the families that need the help and prevent things from spiraling out of control before they get there with other families. I believe family group decision making is very much needed in my area. It would allow families and communities as a whole to help raise and take care of a child. Like they say, it takes a village to raise a child. Now you will hear from a professional about her opinion on the family group decision making. The person I interviewed was a 4th grade teacher named Courtney Jackson. Ms. Jackson was asked a series of questions after she watched this presentation. Those questions were, now that you've watched the presentation, do you think this intervention is good? Would it work well with the community? What would be some problems this intervention might have? Her reply was, overall, I think family group decision making is a good intervention, but it may be a lot for certain types of families and communities. Getting people to agree to participate would be a task in itself, as well as getting families to actually listen to the child may be hard in low-income households. I also asked, if she was a teacher, would she see herself using something like this to get the parents of her students more involved with their schoolwork? She said no, not really, because the population her school is in a low-income area, and those parents are more concerned with their own jobs rather than what their kids are doing at school. They feel that their kids should be able to adequately do their own schoolwork. Hopefully you have learned some more about family group decision making, and that you now understand what it is and what a good intervention it is. Thank you for watching.